I got it wrong. I got it so wrong. Hello, welcome. This is Simply in Stitches. My name's Tina. I'm a knitting muppet. So yes, I was explaining before in the last video how I'd ordered more yarn for the project I'm going to do so that I'd have some extra so I wouldn't have to play yarn chicken. Yeah, I didn't do it right. Let me explain. So the project that I'm going to cast on is the Alpine, it's not, it is the Autumn Alpine, which is the sweater version of the Alpine Bloom by Caitlin Hunter. So I should put a picture here. So last time I've been making up my little box ready. I like to have my things in a box. I won't keep all the yarn in here when I'm working, but I like to have one just big project on the go. I don't have lots of projects, so I like to have this just in the living room so I can just start it, put it down, and it's all ready to go. So I've got all my needles and notions and everything in there. So this is the yarn that I'm going to be using. It is a baby merino by Drops, and I've got it in the sky light blue. And that's it, you can see better there. So give up when you start, Tina. So it's 100% superwash wool, and it's Cerise on the bottom for the Colorwork, and then the light blue for the mane. So let's go through the pattern and I can tell you how I messed up. So it says here on the blurb that the Autumn Alpine is a mid-weight sweater knit from top down, featuring an interesting rib detail at the neckline, hem and sleeve cuffs, and a Scandinavian inspired floral colourwork yoke. Short rows are worked at the back of neck for an improved fit. Optional short rows are also worked at the back of the hem to lower the back of the sweater a bit. Instructions are given for lengthening and the body and the sleeves as desired. So, putting the little kit together, needed materials. So I went on and saw that this was it's a sport weight. The Drops yarn is a sport weight, and it came out as, I thought it came out as the same. Well, the gauge comes out as the same as the recommended. So it's spin cycle is the recommended one. So this is 24 stitches, 32 rounds for 4 inches. And that's exactly what this one is. She's checking because I don't trust myself now. Yes, 24 stitches, 32 rows. And somewhere along the way, what I thought was the yardage I needed was wrong. So the yardage, I'm going to do the second size. And so I needed, of the main colour, 1,380 yards. And when I double checked this when I was kitting out, because I thought it doesn't look much, I've got 1,050, so I'm minus 330 yards, which is 2 whole balls of yarn that I needed. On this one, I've got exactly the right amount, because this one is 175 each. And I needed 290, and so that means I'm going to have 350. So I'm going to have plenty of the pink one. So I need to order 2 more balls, hopefully the same dye lot, for the blue one. So that will sort that out. So I also need, ribbon is 3.25 millimeters. And the mane is 3.5 millimeters. So I've got my circular needles all ready to go. So yeah, everything should be good once I get enough yarn. What else do we need to know? Sizes. I chose my size because it's recommended for 2 to 8 inches of ease. So I've gone for the one that's 2 inches of ease. Well, it's up 2 to 3 inches of ease. Because I wanted it more fitted rather than really baggy. And the next size up was 4 inches, goes from 4-inch increments. So that's a lot of difference. So I didn't want to be 6 inches of ease, 6 to 7 inches of ease. So that's why I went for the second size. So yeah, I'm going to have to put, because I did check my Wool Warehouse order to make sure that I'd made the mistake and it wasn't them that had made the mistake. No, I'd made the mistake. We all knew it was going to be me. But I noticed when I was looking at this, I noticed that I had used a code, a 10% discount code, which was for Knitter magazine readers. I don't buy the Knitter magazine, I look at it through the library app. So I don't see why they won't want me to share it if it means more people are going to go and buy from a warehouse. So I shall put a little code there. Until I learn anything else, because it's advertising, isn't it? So I think I should share the love of discount with you. Yes, so I need to go back on there and do that. Sorry this has been so rambly. It's very hot today, again it's very humid today. So yeah, the collar, casting on. So the collar of this sweater has got a fancy collar. Now I started knitting this last year and I wasn't very happy with it. It wasn't speaking to me. It could be me, I'm a very emotional knitter, so I've got to be in the right mood. I should say mood knitter, not emotional. Don't start crying over my knitting all the time. So yeah, so I thought I ended up using it for different projects. That was a very basic one, so I think I just wasn't in the mood for the project. I wanted a comfort knit, and I don't think this is going to be a complicated knit, but it wasn't a favourite knit that I've knit before that I could just relax into. So yeah, so go back to it fresh eyes. I didn't enjoy the collar. I didn't particularly like the look of it. I think it's distracting from the colour work. I know that it's very divided. I asked in my last video what you thought, whether you thought it was I should keep the collar or go for just a plain rib. And it was 50-50 basically. I didn't count it, it's not scientific or anything, but there seemed to be an even number of people that said yes, go for the plain one so the colour work stands out, because I think this Cerise colour, there's enough going on without having the rib detail anyway. So sorry, the fancy neck detail. So then the question was, am I going to do a folded collar, sort of double, or am I just going to do a single? And I think I'm going to do a double. So even though I haven't got enough yarn, I'm going to use up more to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast on and do a double collar before I go onto the main body of it. I think I'll just enjoy the sweater more if I do that. So thank you for your feedback. It was very interesting and it's nice to know what people think. And it just goes to show with the 50-50 split that everyone likes different things. I know that I prefer things more streamlined, and I'm just generally, I don't like clutter and more. I prefer less. Yeah, that's my preference in sort of home and sort of dressing and things. So yeah, we're all different, which makes it more interesting, doesn't it? So we can enjoy different things. What I enjoy at somebody else, what they're in, isn't the same as what I choose to wear myself and what I feel comfortable in. So yes, I'm going to cast on. Well, no, I'm going to go onto Wool Warehouse. Try not to order anything extra. We shall see. And yeah, get that ordered while I think about it, cast on, and then I shall come back to you with my progress. I'm having a bit of a drama llama coffee kind of morning. So let's talk about the good part first. So I have been on Wool Warehouse, ordered the yarn, same dial-up number, and that should be delivered today. We're a few days after the last time we spoke. So yes, I've had a notification saying that should be delivered today. Wool Warehouse is much quicker than they used to be with their deliveries. So yeah, I'm listening out for the postie. So that's sorted, that drama is finished. But then yesterday I got this far with my Colorwork. So I did decide to go for just a ribbed collar. I was going to do a folded collar, but then it seemed quite thick. For a sport weight, it did seem quite thick, and I was thinking, do I want it to be double thickness? And I'm thinking, I don't think I do, so I didn't do it too long. So I think I'm going to be happy with that. So that all went to plan. Then I went into the Colorwork. I really enjoy these colours. They are fun, happy, bright colours, so I'm really enjoying that. But I haven't been happy with my actual Colorwork. Let me bring you in a bit closer, because you're probably saying from that distance, you're probably saying, it looks good, Tina, it looks nice, no problem. Let me bring you closer. It's not as neat as I want it to be. I've got all my wires down here. It's not as neat as I want it to be. This isn't a good position for me. I'm still struggling with my sciatica at the moment. It keeps on moving around, but yeah, I won't be here for long. Yeah, it's just, I've never had real trouble with my tension or anything with my Colorwork, but it's been a while since I did it. And I think my problem is, because I've watched so many videos and everyone's always saying about it comes out tighter, going up a needle size and everything, I've actually been too loose. I've been compensating for something that doesn't usually happen to me, and the result is it's too loose. I've done I've counted my gauge, and the gauge is fine for the normal, but then it is bigger for that. So I think, yesterday I wanted to rip it back. Yesterday I wanted to just throw it in the corner and have a little toddler temper tantrum because I wasn't happy and I was frustrated. And then I was thinking, well, should I pull it back? What should I do? And in the end, I decided, let me just block it. Let me just put it in the sink and just let it have a soak and see what it's going to do just on the needles. So that's what I did. And it didn't really make much difference, to be honest. So yeah, I thought, right, well, while it's drying overnight, I'm just going to leave it, see what's going to happen. And so obviously I was awake in the middle of the night, and that's what was on my mind, thinking, oh, what am I going to do? Shall I rip it back? And then I thought, Tina, just wait until the morning and then sort it out. Don't let, because this is the thing, this is what I know, that if I do that, then I'm letting, have you heard of that book? Was it The Chimp Paradox or something? Where it's talking about your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is what you're programmed to do automatically, which is from a young age. Sort of by the time you're 7, you're programmed to how you will just react to things. And then you've got your conscious mind, which then you make logical decisions from experience and what you know from life, and so you can make a better judgment from your conscious mind than your autopilot. So, and I dug this out. So I thought, that's moving now. So I thought, Tina, do you want to make the decision from your years of experience of being a mature woman to make a mature decision, or do you want to make your decision from a grumpy toddler, Tina? So we have grumpy toddler Tina. Should she make the decision of what she used to do when she was a kid and just throw something across the room and have a tantrum? Or should I actually think about it logically? So I decided I'll do it me, what I want to do now. But can we just take a moment to admire the knitwear on this photo? So that's my brother. He was the goody-goody, of course. So he's got a nice knitted jumper on, and then you can't really see my cardigan, it must be white or something, it's blown out. But yeah, I've got a little cardigan on as well, and I wouldn't be surprised, oh, in the way, I wouldn't be surprised if at the back, that's probably my mum, and she's probably got a knitted cardigan on as well, because my nan and my mum both knit. So that was probably taken about 1969, I'm guessing, or about to. So this morning we're going to make a decision, and I've been umming and ahhing, fiddling around with it, and I'm going to raise this up because I can't stay down here. I think what I'm going to do is leave it as it is. It's not that bad, and using my little pin from the back, identifying the biggest stitches that are annoying me the most, I can just manipulate them, and there's some stitches that are like disappearing and I can just gently pull those out. So I think it would take less time to actually try and just manipulate a few stitches around rather than try and knit it again. But I don't mind knitting again. I did have a lot of comments from the last video, people saying, oh, you're really patient, and because you'll rip it back and make it right. And it's not so much about patience, it's like I said, it's about actually thinking how I'm going to feel, because I was frustrated when I was going to do this jumper before and I gave up on it, and I regretted it, and every time I see one I think, oh, I wish I'd knitted that. So yeah, using the conscious brain, not subconscious brain. And so my conscious brain says done is better than perfect. I'm not going to get perfect, so just go for done. So I'm going to manipulate the stitches that need doing at the end, not now. And I'm going to, as I knit, I'm just going to be more conscious of knitting to my normal knit rather than worrying about the disappearing. So yeah, that is how I'm going to go forward. So we'll see how it goes. So yes, but when I did order the extra yarn, something else did fall into my basket. So I'll show you that when it arrives. And I've also got a book as well that I ordered from somewhere else that I treated myself, because I've been feeling a bit fed up with like being a bit restricted what I can do at the moment. I thought I'll treat myself to that because I'm thinking I have a lot of fun with that book. So when that book comes in, I shall show you what I got as well. So yeah, I shall carry on with this and see if I can improve my tension and see how we go. I forgot to say that this yarn also, it doesn't like bloom, there's no fluffiness to it, so it doesn't, it's not forgiving. You know how more like alpaca, the more fluffy it is, the more you can get away with stuff, because it just like, it's got good stitch definition, which is good for colour work, but not when you've got dodgy stitches. So yeah, but I do enjoy knitting with it, but there's just nowhere to hide, and I need somewhere to hide with this at the moment. Cross your fingers for me, we can do this. Progress has been made. As you can see, I'm a little bit further on changed my method, stopped thinking about the tension, just enjoyed the process, and it's a lot more even. And so yeah, I think I'm going to be much happier with it moving forward. So yeah, I thought I'd try it on for the neck. So this is where we are so far. Enjoying the colours. I think it's popping out very nicely. So yeah, now I've got that sorted out, I can just keep going with that colour work. So yeah, it's got a long way to go. I don't even think I'm halfway through yet. But yeah, it's a nice easy chart to follow, and just being 2 colours, just 1 colour in each hand. And yeah, so that is where I am for this one. Can I take it off? Yes. And my new yarn did come in. So I was a bit disappointed because I thought I'd ordered a nice deep red. I'm giving you a little spoiler splashing it around. A nice deep red. But then when I opened the packet, I thought, oh, it's orange. But it's not orange. On my camera now it looks orange. It's a very orange red. It's by Yarnsmiths. It's Merino DK. And yeah, it is a deep red, orange red colour. It's shade Sienna red. And yeah, it's DK 100% wool, merino wool. When I put it next to orange, it looks more red, but not on this camera. It looks more burnt orange. It's what I thought when I first opened the packet. I thought, it's burnt orange. And I thought, well, I don't mind it. But then, yeah, it's one of those deceptive colours that when you hold it next to something else, and I'm seeing it as red now. But yeah, it's definitely a colour for me, my sort of colouring. So the reason I went for this, and I shall explain why I went for 100% wool and why I went for a dark colour rather than a summer yarn. Now the pattern that I've been really loving seeing people's versions of, and I should say put the name of it here. It's a sleeveless, like boat neck, simple top, and it's by Susanne Muller. And there's 2 different versions. You get 2 versions on the one pattern, because when I first downloaded it, I thought, oh no, I've done the wrong one. I didn't want the roll, I wanted the one, but you get both, so I'm going to have to do both, aren't I? So I'm not a lover of summer yarns. I've tried it and tried it. I don't really particularly like, I don't like this, how the stitches come out in the cotton. That's one of the things. I think it looks messy. Perhaps my stitches just aren't as even as I'd like them to be, but I just don't find that I like wearing the things that I actually make. So I've sort of stopped making summer garments now. But I thought this pattern, the look of it is just so Audrey Hepburn, classic, simple, stylish. I thought that would be a really good little top for, like, if you're going for something to eat, so you're going to be in the warm, so not a sunny day, just going to be in a warm place, like even if you're going to somebody's house or something and it's going to be warm. Just, I don't know, I just thought, how can I have this item in my wardrobe without making it in some sort of cotton or linen or bamboo or all the others? So I thought, well, why don't I just do it in a merino? So that's why I got this one. So I just thought I wanted a really sort of deep, rich colour to have that smartness about it. Not saying anything about pastels, I just find that sort of the rich, more jewel tones, I just think the different colour of things, like this, to me, these colours say fun. These lighter, brighter colours, that says fun, casual to me. Whereas the darker shades automatically make me think of more just just smarter, more put together. I don't know why, it makes no sense. It's just something in my head. But that's what I always think. I think that's why things like black, dark navy always look smart. And yeah, it's just a thing that I think. Tell me I'm wrong down below. Because obviously some people wear darker, bolder colours, but then some people don't wear those colours because it just doesn't suit them. People that have got more a fairer, and that can be too dominating for them. So all colours can be nice. I'm trying not to dig myself into a hole and offend anyone, because that's not the intention. Right, move on, Tina, swiftly. Yes, so of course I pushed my Alpine, whatever it's called, to one side and started casting on for this new one. So it's cast on in the round, and don't think this is, but I need to zoom in on the pictures of this, but I'm sure you don't have any roll at all on this, but mine is rolling a lot, and I don't know if it's because of the cast on, because I like, see if I can show it, because I do like a cabled cast on. I like a simple cast on, because as you know, that's what I do. And I do a cable cast on, so I like this side, not the other side. So when I join it in the round, when I join it in the round, then I like to do another row straight before I join it in the round, and then that nice edge is at the front, not at the back. So I did a row of just straight at the back, and I don't know if that's why on this occasion, because I didn't realise, because I never look forward in a pattern. I know you're supposed to read through a pattern, but that makes absolutely no sense to me unless I've actually got something in front of me and I'm doing it. Just reading a pattern, nothing goes in. It doesn't make it any clearer. So I don't read through the pattern, and so I didn't realise it was going to be, I thought I was going to go straight into a rib. You don't, you do some straight first. So yeah, before you go into the rib. So I think that's why it might be folding over, but I don't, hold it up again. I don't dislike it folding over, because it just folds over that top bit, so it might be okay. So I'm just going to wait and see, because obviously I don't know what goes on in the pattern, but I've now left some on hold, and I'm just going backwards and forwards on the back section. So I'm going straight along, and then you've got the edging at the end, because that's where the edging goes. And then I'll be going back to the front and doing that. So you have, so then you've got the armhole shaping, that's what it's been. Then it'll be down on the round further down. Is that clear? It's not clear to me. As I say, this is how far I've got so far. So it's nice, easy knitting backwards and forwards at the moment. I'm on straight needles. I'm sure you're going to be telling me don't do it on straight needles, Tina, but I love these needles. So these needles, they were free in a magazine like 15 or something years ago, maybe more, I don't know. They're not straight anymore, they've got a wobble to them, they're losing the colour on the ends, but they just feel nice in the hand. So any opportunity I have to knit with these, I do, because I really don't like circular needles when you don't need the actual cord, and then it's like flapping around, getting in the way, or if you have a short cord, then it just feels restricted. So I just like a straight needle, so I'm doing it on a straight needle. And I don't care if the tension's going to be slightly different from a straight needle to a circular needle. I don't think my purl stitches are any different to my knit stitches. I didn't even know that was a problem. Something else that I didn't realise it was a problem until you start watching videos and find out different people's problems. So yeah, I've not got that problem. I've got plenty of problems of my own, obviously, as you see in my videos. But that is not a problem I knew was a problem. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So I think it's going to be a good colour for me, and we'll see if I wear it. I am wondering if this pattern, and if you know of anyone who's done it, let me know. I'm wondering if this pattern, if I change the size of what size I actually knit, and I am doing the, I'm doing the 3rd size for me, because obviously you want it fitted, so I'm doing, I think that's just the medium I'm doing, which I think is going to be about right. I'm smaller on the shoulders, smaller on the rib cage, but with an ample bosom. So I don't like to go too big, so then it's too big at the top, and it could be too big further down, but I don't want it to be clinging in the wrong places either. Well, any of the places really. So yeah, hopefully 3rd size will be good for what I want it for. Yeah, so I was wondering if I change the size of what I do, so will I go up or will I go down? So I would have to have more stitches because the yarn would be, if I was doing it in 4-ply fingering weight, then I'd have to go up dress sizes because I need more stitches for how many inches, how many stitches to the inches I would have to do. So yeah, there's plenty of sizes on here for me to go up, is there? There's 1, 2, 3 more sizes I can go up, so that should work out. So if I do get on with this one, then I might do a fingering weight one and see how that comes out. But yeah, we'll see if it suits me first, and I can do another sort of colour. So yes, I'm enjoying this. It's nice, simple. So I've got 2 things. Well, I've got 3 things on the needles now. Shouldn't really have started this one before I finished my socks, but that's just, I've just been doing my socks in bed. Morning cup of tea, knitting in bed. So they're still getting a few rounds. And so I've got my straight knitting here, and then I've got my colour work there. So I've got a couple of bits of variety as well. So yes. So I think I am going to finish this video here and then start another one when I've moved on a bit further, both projects. So take care. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and I shall see you again soon. Bye for now.